Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more credit information.
Do you have negative items on your credit report that need to be removed, such as charge-off, collections, repossessions, even bankruptcies? Well, check out my credit repair bundle at my website. The link will be in the description of this video. Now, my channel is dedicated to credit education. So I want to educate you guys on something you probably didn't know that's in the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, it is under duties after notice of dispute from a customer. Understand, you guys have the right to dispute any information on your credit report if it is not complete or if it's not accurate. But there are some parameters that you guys need to know about. Now, it's here under the second paragraph, and I want to read it to you. The Federal Banking and Credit Union regulators and the CFPB will issue regulations that would identify when information furnishers must investigate a dispute made directly to the furnisher by a consumer. Once these regulators are issued, furnishers must comply with them and complete an investigation within 30 days or 45 days if the consumer later provides relevant additional information. Now, I want you to stay locked in right here. Unless the dispute is frivolous or irrelevant or comes from a credit repair organization. Bingo. You guys, credit repair organizations do not have a right to dispute for you. Therefore, they don't have a responsibility to respond to credit repair organizations. And this may be why your credit repair company isn't making any headway with your disputes, because it's coming from them. Now, with my letters, I make sure that I include in my packages for you guys an affidavit. And what you would do on that affidavit is just swear you are who you are. I'm Sherry Beckley and I'm making this dispute. That's it. And you're going to go to a notary so they understand that this is backed by the state. So keep in mind, a lot of you guys, if you're not seeing things move off your credit report, I'm going to break down some things in this video so you can acquit yourself with the right information if you're dealing with a credit repair agency. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to bring you this video because there's two credit repair companies that was on YouTube, and unfortunately these companies got into some trouble recently. So I wanted to bring you this video for certain things that you guys need to look out for in the credit repair realm. Now, let me start off that both of these companies have allegedly did these things. So I am not saying that they are convicted and accused. It's being alleged that they had did these things. So I want to bring you some information so you can fortify yourself with knowledge. On this channel, I help you no matter where you are in your credit journey, and we do credit education, not credit repair. So be careful of scammers in my comment section. I'm not doing credit consultations, haven't did so for 2 years just about now. So if anybody is putting that with my picture saying for consultation, that's a scammer from the door. Know that. If you want to verify, click on their pictures, and I bet you the subscriber count on this channel don't match theirs. So understand, I don't use WhatsApp, emails, or anything like that unless you went to my website and signed up for my emails. So let's jump into this. Now, these two companies allegedly, one committed allegedly forgery, basically, and the other company committed allegedly some FTC violations. So let's break this down. Rose Repair Services, or repair company, she was on here on YouTube, allegedly basically falsified some documents. But I want to bring some clarity to this situation because I don't want people to get misinformation and be discouraged. So the young lady allegedly falsified police reports. Now understand this. If a person suffer identity theft, you have to get a police report. So that in itself is not fraudulent. I myself had a tenant of mine actually pull a bunch of items on my credit before, and I had to get a police report, and they came out when that person had moved out. I found all my personal information, some stuff in the mail, because what happened was the account itself, the mortgage account, was in my name, and with just getting mailers, and that's what I hate about the bureaus having old addresses you don't live at. They'll send advertisements for credit cards, different things was being sent there, and this person was trying to fraud with my information and apply for things and even tried to open an account. So I had to call the police out and get a police report. So that you have to do under FACTA, and that's under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You have to get a police report to remove those items or send it to the company that opened that account in your name or that activity happened to. You got to send it to them as proof. Now with this young lady, apparently she used somebody else's who may have suffered identity theft allegedly, and what happened, she kind of used it for her other clients is what's being alleged. So falsifying a police report. So when the company called in, come to find out that report didn't exist, but it was a copy of a previous report. So she's right now in trouble for that from what's being alleged that she did. So one thing you guys need to know with credit repair agencies, as I showed you at the opening of this video, they don't have a legal right to dispute for you. That's why with my letters, I put in affidavits, you guys. And your affidavit, what you're swearing to is I'm Sherry Beckley. Not that this stuff is true or this, just I'm swearing to who I am. So they can't say my dispute is frivolous, because I have went in front of the authority, showed my ID. I have got someone who is licensed by the state to swear that this is my letter. Okay, so they cannot deny or process my dispute at the credit bureaus. Now, the credit bureaus are not your friend. Don't feel sorry for them, because guess what? 70% of credit reports are inaccurate. They're a for-profit company that purposely, many a times, will jack up people's stuff, because when they sell your information, they sell data, and banks love subprime really credit. If you want to keep it real, they pay more for that. Number one, they don't have people competing for your credit. If you got good credit, anybody extend you credit. Subprime credit, they can give you these little credit lines for $300 and charge you 32%, 29%, and not take much of a risk. They just need enough negative information to justify that. So you don't think you still can't dispute things off your credit report. If you've been a victim of identity theft, you can get your police report and get that off. So I want to make that clear for people. That's what the steps that you have to take. So getting a police report if you're a victim of identity theft is not illegal. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. So it's almost like if your car got burned down. I used to be an insurance agent. If you got into a car accident, you got to report it to the police for the company to pay you. If not, guess what? They're not going to pay you, because they have to validate that the experience is real. And so unfortunately, some people, she might have disputed or sent some things out allegedly, and some people might have some things come back on their credit report, unfortunately, and they might really had a valid issue. Okay, so be careful, you guys. If somebody is disputing for you, understand it's supposed to come from you. Credit repair companies don't have a right to dispute for you. This is why some of the bigger companies send the letters back to you and you got to send them out. They creating letters for you. Okay. So keep that in mind. Be careful. I have many people contact me on my website. Oh, I got so-and-so working on my credit, but and nothing happened and I don't know. Well, how am I supposed to tell you, boo? How am I supposed to tell you what somebody else is doing on your credit? I don't know. So if you got a credit repair company working on your credit, number one, know what they're sending out for you. And number two, monitor your own credit. You need to know your starting point and the progress. You need to be watching them. Don't eat out of nobody's mouth now. Watch your own stuff, okay? So you need to know this system, because even like some inquiries, they come off in 24 months. So you might be under the thing, well, oh, they remove inquiries. Now they might have just fell off. You need to look at your own credit. See what progress. Look at the notes that's coming up, and it can lead you to maybe what they're doing for you. And always ask for a copy of what they're sending out, okay? Because at the end of the day, they're not putting their names on it. They're putting your name on it. So you don't want to get yourself in trouble. So that's what happened with that company. Now with the credit game, Mike Rando, if y'all been out here, you already known it used to be wholesale trade lines, and they got in some murky water there, because if you don't know, you can't sell trade lines. Okay, you're not a bank. These people are not insured by the Department of Banking and Insurance. Okay, so allegedly that's what they were doing, but we saw the advertisement. They wiped that. They took that down and changed it to the credit game. And now this time, allegedly, they were having people pay under misleading terms of credit education, but they were saying that allegedly it was credit repair. Nobody, not many, apparently, people that paid got results. Come to find out, you paid for credit education. Okay, so it was some violations there, misleading violations, what is being claimed by the FTC. And so they're looking into that allegedly, but the channel now is down. That is for sure, because I guess it's smart not to have like evidence against you out there. So that is wise to do, you guys. So that person took that down, and now there's a lot of upset people that want their money back, because a lot of these people paying $3,000 to $5,000 and not what they're saying, their claims, getting any results. Now, I have received a lot of people that was reaching out and referencing to not getting any results. That's been going on for a while. But I don't understand why people can't just learn this stuff and y'all can apply it yourself. And I know a lot of people will say, well, I don't have time. Well, you're going to perpetually be in a bad position, because you're going to have to do it, because it's based off of your behavior. So it's like me trying to get somebody to lose weight from me. You can't stop me from eating. Like I have to control myself. I have to control my activity to lose weight myself. You can't do that for me. So this is what's going on. Listen, if you don't put into practice good behavior, I don't care if you get to a 700, 800 credit score and go back to your old ways, you'll be in a worse position, because now you got access to things you wasn't prepared for. Okay, so you need to know how the system works so you can maintain your credit and you can move forward in life, you guys. So I want you guys to have some education, be aware. If you have somebody working on your credit for you, always request those letters, what they're sending out in your stat, and always monitor your own credit. And another thing, these two people have something in common. These cars and the flash, and sometimes people are, you got to watch what you're looking at. It's a lot of folks still out here, still scamming with some stuff out here. I'm listening now. A lot of these folks don't get it twisted, telling y'all to do a lot of fraudulent things. Now, you listen to them if you want to, okay? You'll end up in the clank if you listen to some of them things about lying on your application, okay? You're only allowed to your household income, folks in there, but you're sitting up there lying, and then you got some folks that, well, they want proof. Duh, okay? Yeah, they might want, if you're really making that kind of money, yeah, sometimes folks want proof. So you need to watch yourself. Don't let other folks get you in a bad situation. Don't let folks tell you to, do some lies. Now, you don't want to do that because that's going to get you in trouble. So anything that you have or you're doing, you need to be able to back it up. It needs to be factual, you guys. So you don't want to be out here in a bad situation over bad advice. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful. Protect yourself, educate yourself, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.